Good morning or good afternoon, wherever you are. Welcome to the Mary and Sam Show. Mary, I'm delighted to be here with you today. I'm excited, I'm alive, and I'm full of energy. I don't know what you put in my drink, but it's working, okay?
A drip of motivation.
That's right. So today we want to talk about motivation. Some days I feel super motivated, and other times I feel like, somebody just took a punch to the gut, in my gut, proverbially, and then I don't know what to do. So tell me, why are some days better than others? Why do we sometimes feel super motivated and other times we don't?
I think it's very normal and very natural. A lot of people go through in and out of motivation. Some days we have really good motivation, other days we don't. And it all depends on the external sources of what fueling our motivation.
Right.
That could be success at work, that could be making more money, that could be finding the right person in your love life, that could be that you've lost weight. All of those small progresses or big progresses creates motivation for people.
Yeah, definitely.
And when we don't have it, when we want something and we can't have it, and maybe we worked on it and we don't see progress, then we lose motivation. And we lose hope and we kind of lose, we give up on it.
Yeah.
Right? And the most important part is to know what motivates you. Now, there are two types of motivation. One is extrinsic motivation. The other one is intrinsic motivation. For me, what works is the intrinsic motivation. Like when I know I'm helping somebody, that increases my motivation automatically.
Yeah.
Doing things for others. When I know I'm working on my mission at work, my vision, working on my values, doing things for my kids, doing things for you, for family, those are all intrinsic motivation. It's
Right.
a feeling I get and I can't compare that to anything else. And that's very important to tap into intrinsic motivation. Now, extrinsic motivation, which is accomplishing things, earning more money, buying a car, buying houses, buying clothes, shopping, which could be a short-lived motivation and it doesn't last very long.
Yeah, I mean, you go to these seminars, right? I'm in sales, as you are.
Yes.
And we go to the seminars and they say, raise your hand, who wants to earn more money, right? Or who wants to sell more of this gadget? And everybody's like, yeah, I want to do it. And you're done after 2 or 3 days. You're like, yeah, I'm going to go do it. And then you get home, right? And then life happens. And then you forget that, oh, yeah, I wanted to make more money. Oh, yeah, I wanted to sell whatever.
Right.
And what I want to know is there a way to have that sustained motivation? Just like I could turn on the faucet and I know that the water is going to keep coming. I don't need any dry spells of motivation. So
yes.
So how is there something mentally we can do to get, super, I don't know, ninja kung fu smart about getting motivated and keeping that motivation? Because I think that's really kind of I believe that the most successful people have mastered that art.
Yes.
And they relentlessly pursue their goal.
So speaking of relentlessly pursuing your goal of accomplishing whatever you want, I think the most important part is to not give up and increase your motivation is to increase the amount of pain if you don't get it. That's how you increase motivation.
Okay, that makes sense.
If you don't lose the weight, what are the consequences? And you have to really, really maximize that in your head times 10. Are you going to lose your spouse? Are you going to lose your life? Are you going to lose your health? Are you going to lose your kids? What are the consequences of not getting what you want? And that's the same thing for money. If you don't accomplish certain things at work, if you don't make X amount of money, what are the consequences? What's the flip side of that? And that pain has to be so much more greater than it creates that motivation for you to go after it relentlessly. That's the word, you said it.
Right. And I think that in order for you to, what you're saying is really amplify the pain.
Yes.
To 1,000 degrees. Because we tend to get motivated or pushed more so by fear of loss, fear of whatever the consequences are, because fear as a motivator is far greater than the need for pleasure or the gain of pleasure. So, if I said, go run 5 miles because you're going to feel great, it's not as good as if I told you you're going to be you know,
Drop dead.
drop dead, or we're going to have to amputate your legs because your blood sugar is so high. You better go run 5 miles.
Right.
So I think that's a key.
And every person's pain level and the degree that they want to experience is different. So you have to do a lot of journaling, a lot of self-discovery, a lot of finding what your values are, what your needs are. What is it that you want this thing? Why do you want it? And if you don't have it, what's going to create for you? What's going to cause? What's
Unfortunately, I have a really high pain threshold
For what?
for everything. So I really need to torture myself to get moving. I see my little girl, she's always running, brr, brr, and I told you, I don't have that same kind of movement level.
Yeah.
So even if my life depended on it, I probably would just still keep on walking.
So maybe the pain is not that deep enough for you, and that's where you have to create. You have to sit down and write down those things. This is where you need a little bit of help to somebody else help you discover that part of you. Because motivation, you asked me, is it like a faucet you can turn it on and it keeps running? Yes, but you have to know what motivates you, what are the reasons, and you have to dig deeper within yourself, not just go to a seminar where they make you feel confident about your ability that you can, because that's what we need.
Yeah, so you need some skills, some motivation, some preparation, and then the right opportunity to create that luck that you need to get forward.
Right.
So a lot of the seminars, I'm not knocking it, by the way. They're helpful because we go to them all the time. I think that's to help you get your skill level up and then ultimately get your body and your mind ready to perform at the peak performance.
Yes, I think the worst place is to not have the highest amount of pain or not to feel inspired about something, just to be okay and be in the middle and just wait for the days to pass by. That's like a really, you're not motivated.
I think you're talking about complacency.
Right.
Complacency will just, it's you're not moving
just
forward, you're not moving
boring.
back. Yeah, that sucks.
Yes.
Yeah, if your relationships are complacent, if you're complacent in your job, life is going to suck for you.
And for some of you that are stuck, not feeling motivated, the most important part is take a journal, take a pen, go next to a beach, go next to nature, and write down, go in the past. Think about moments, situations where you were motivated. What caused that? What created that for you? Are you doing that for somebody else, for yourself, for what? Were you believing in a cause? Think about that and see if you can recreate those moments for yourself so you could get back into motivation and have a real purpose, motive behind what is it that you want to do, so you feel inspired going after what you want.
Sure.
That's the best thing. There are days that I don't feel up to doing things. When I was a lot younger, those days were longer. They were weeks, like in sales, I would feel down.
Sure.
But as I know myself more, I know how to feed myself motivation. I think the times that I do feel down is when I'm feeling like I'm giving too much and I don't have time for myself.
Right.
So those are the moments that I need to go separate from all of you guys and have the time to fulfill my own needs, and then come back, I feel energized and motivated.
Yeah, and I was thinking about kind of the weight loss thing was what times when I feel really comfortable at home with you guys and with just everything, I start to lose my motivation because it gets too cozy, and I need to move outside my comfort zone to really start to accelerate the gains. So I make a promise to you guys here that when you guys see me by this summer in these shows, I'm going to be, not half, but 2/3 of where I am right now. Because at a half, I'd look pretty gnarly and skinny. I'd be like 125 pounds, and that wouldn't look good. But I promise you guys, by the summertime, goal is for me to get to 200 pounds.
High five to that.
You got it.
All right.
That's a major, major promise, you guys.
All right. Thank you so much. Till next time, stay motivated. And if you lose motivation, find out how you can get back up and get motivated to go after what you want.
All right. Well, please like, share, subscribe, do whatever you can to help me. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Till next time.
All right. Bye-bye.